their contact, get their direct number, and then you can call them.
Oh.
You want me to talk to them?
Yeah.
Okay.
But you're a doctor. You know how they are.
Okay, cool. All right, we're done.
Say hi. Look at
You
the
ready?
camera. Say hi.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
We'll get all your headings and everything later on, and we'll let you know if we have any more big parts for you coming up.
He supports breastfeeding.
I know he
You
does.
should use him for
Yeah,
something.
I know. I
I'm
know.
the one to bottle it up.
Yeah. Do you want to do a spot by yourself?
No.
No. Okay. All right then. Okay.
Bye,
Thank you,
Miss
though.
Terry.
I
It's good
tried.
seeing you. Take care.
Thank you guys.
Uh-huh.
I'm Ryan Kareem, lactation consultant and mother of 3. I don't have a good introduction, Miss Terry. How can I introduce?
Who do you work for?
I don't want to talk about who I work for.
Okay.
Do you want me to say that I'm who I am through Black Breastfeeding Coalition, or is that?
Yeah, you need to.
So what am I, the vice president? And
One of the founding
education.
members.
Well, make yourself president.
Educational court. No, I'm not president. That's what Paris wants. I'm not ready for that yet. Okay.
That's what
I don't want
when
to
I said
say, and I
who
want to
you
talk to you a
work
little bit about breastfeeding. I don't want to do that. Okay, I got it. Okay, I'm cool. I'm Ryan Kareem. My name is Ryan Kareem, lactation consultant and mother of 3. I'm the vice president of the Indiana Black Breastfeeding Coalition and also the education coordinator. Breastfeeding, although it is the most natural thing to do, the most natural way to feed your baby, is not always easy, especially in the Black community. Do Black people breastfeed? Of course they do. But all Black mothers don't come from breastfeeding families, and that is often a big challenge when you're breastfeeding. We often look to our mothers as our biggest support system and our biggest cheerleader when we're breastfeeding. But what do we do if she didn't breastfeed? How do we educate our families, and how do we educate our community about breastfeeding?
That's good. Do you remember what you said at the very beginning?
I'm Ryan Kareem.
When you
Breastfeeding, although it's the most natural thing.
Yeah.
Say that
Let's
again.
Say that line again.
Okay. I'm trying to find a way to make it flow. Breastfeeding, while it's the most natural way to feed our babies, it's not always the easiest. Breastfeeding can be challenging.
Yeah. Now, if you could, one more time, but don't make the face.
Because I was like looking for
Yeah,
is that right?
yeah,
Okay. Okay. Breastfeeding, while it's the most natural way to feed our babies, it's not always the easiest. Breastfeeding can be challenging.
There you go.
What else do I have to say? How do we educate our families about breastfeeding? How do we get them to support us? Okay, I got it. I've thought about little things I wanted to say. I should have written it all down, but I didn't. Okay. I just had it and I lost it. Reaching out for support among other breastfeeders or breastfeeding educators is one of the biggest ways to break down breastfeeding barriers in the Black community. Lactation consultants, breastfeeding support groups, and lactation consultants, breastfeeding support groups, and pediatricians that are supportive of breastfeeding are often our biggest cheerleaders and our biggest, I don't know, I should have written a whole script, are often our biggest cheerleaders. And do I have to say like whole sentences all over again? You can like edit it.
You don't have to say like the whole thing again, but if you could start
Say
in
the
one
sentence.
thought, you know,
Mhm.
yeah, because it would be kind of choppy if I
Right.
cut it up in the middle of sentences.
Right. Don't curse me out, Miss Terry.
Oh, you're fine. Oh,
So start from lactation consultants are
um,
often our biggest supporters of breastfeeding.
yeah.
Biggest breakdown. I don't even know what I said. That's terrible. Look at you, fancy pants, with your white coat on. Okay. lactation consultants, breastfeeding support groups, and pediatricians that are supportive of breastfeeding are imperative in breaking down the walls and the barriers of breastfeeding in the Black community.
Yeah, that's good.
I don't know what else to say. What else, Miss Terry? Education. I'm trying not to say the same stuff that Dr. Doss said, because she kind of did an
Oh, you
educational
wanna
piece too.
tell them about, the process of breastfeeding. You wanna tell them that they need to start taking breastfeeding classes in the very beginning, so that they can have
Okay, well that goes
an
on.
idea of how to breastfeed. And the 4 biggest things that impact breastfeeding could be latch, getting enough rest, skin to skin bonding, especially with premature babies.
Okay. Are we all recording the whole time? I can just talk whenever I'm ready. Okay. It's very important for a pregnant mom to start taking breastfeeding classes early. Encourage your mom, your sister, the father of your baby to come to support you and learn about breastfeeding as well. It's important to take, start from the beginning.
No.
Okay.
It's important to.
Okay. It's important to take breastfeeding classes during pregnancy so that you can learn how to breastfeed. So that you can learn all about breast. It's important to take a breastfeeding class during pregnancy so that you can learn all about breastfeeding. There are a few, I don't want to say 4. There are I'm looking at your face, Miss Terry. I'm trying to think.
We said there are 4.
Yeah, I don't want to say. I want to say like. I don't want to say bullet points. I want to say like. I guess I could say take-home messages from a breastfeeding class.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Those are latch, the importance of skin to skin, early initiation, the importance of skin to skin, making sure mom is getting plenty of rest and is well supported, and what's a good 4th one? Okay, I'm going to say rest and supported as being separate. Okay. There are 4 main take-home messages that a pregnant mom can expect to take home from a breastfeeding class. The first is the importance of initiating at early initiation. The first is the importance of early initiation of breastfeeding. It's very important. See, is that going to go over time though? Like, I feel like my whole thing is 4 minutes.
No, it won't. I'm gonna chop out the best pieces of.
Okay.
Of
Okay.
that.
Okay.
We'll be fine.
Okay. So start from the
You're
first
you're doing better than you think. Don't
Okay.
I know it seemed like she just came in here and whipped it out, but you're doing all right.
The first is, okay, so start from the first is.
Mm-hmm.
The first message is the importance of early initiation of breastfeeding. It's very important to initiate breastfeeding within the first hour or 2 after the baby is born. A mom can do this whether she has a normal vaginal delivery or a cesarean section. Early initiation increases a mom's breastfeeding success and early initiation increases a mom's breastfeeding success, and it also makes her more likely to reach her breastfeeding goals. Okay. Early initiation increases a mom's breastfeeding success, and it also ensures that she'll reach her breastfeeding goals. The second message is skin to skin. Skin to skin is baby magic. Skin to skin is taking all the baby's clothes off, everything but the little diaper. You want to keep that on. And placing the baby directly on mom's chest, even taking her bra off. Skin to Skin helps to encourage breastfeeding. It calms both mom and baby, and it's a great bonding experience. The third message is making sure mom gets plenty of rest. How does a mom get plenty of rest after with a newborn baby? Okay. The third message is making sure that mom gets plenty of rest. How does a mom get plenty of rest when she has a newborn baby? That goes right into the fourth message, which is making sure that mom is well supported. Whether it's the father of the baby, a friend, grandmother, cousin, sister, or even a neighbor, breastfeeding moms need lots of breastfeeding support. While mom focuses on taking care of the baby and breastfeeding, your support people can focus on taking care of older children, tidying up your home, and doing other odds and ends around the house. Say that last part again, don't I?
Look.
And doing other odds and ends around the house.
Mm-hmm.
And doing other odds and ends around the house.
There you
Anything else, Miss Terry? I need to wrap it up, don't I?
Oh, okay.
Do I need to wrap it up? That kind of is a
Yep.
weird place to leave it.
go. Not really. Not in the context of the whole video, because you might not be seeing everything all
Right
at
together.
once.
Okay.
So I can just cut out bits and pieces. But what I would like you to say is, what's the name again? Changing Babies.
Indiana Black Breastfeeding Coalition was focused on
Changing the world one baby at a time.
Yeah.
You want me to say that?
Yeah. Just as a tag, and from now on,
Breastfeeding.
everybody that
breastfeeding changing the world one baby at a time.
Indiana Black Breastfeeding Coalition
Is
is focused on breastfeeding, changing the world.
is that what the actual
Motto is.
motto is?
It does say breastfeeding, changing the world one baby at a time.
Yeah, that's all I need.
Okay.
Yeah, just breastfeeding. Yeah. You know, if you might have something else to say about the actual breastfeeding, but make sure
Make
we
sure I
get
say that.
Yeah, but you can just say that at any point. You don't have to kind of
Okay.
fit that into another sentence or anything.
Okay, I'll just say it now because I think I do want to wrap. I feel like I need to say something else. What else do I say in class? I can't think of what else I say in class.
You just talk so much in class. I thought you'd come and just spit everything
It's different
out.
when you know somebody's like
Mhm.
taping you. It's different.
Yeah, it is different.
I'm not a movie star. I'm actually shy. Did you know that about me, Miss Terry? I'm actually kind of like, I'm kind of shy. You never would have guessed. I am. I kind of am. Are they too loud?
A little bit, yeah.
Harmony, you girls are too loud. Go back a little bit more. You're right in the hallway. That's why we can hear you. Okay, I'll say the breastfeeding. Breastfeeding.
Step over this one right there. Yeah.
Breastfeeding. Changing the world one baby at a time.
All right, that's it.
Say it again.
African American women breastfeeding changing the world one baby at a time.
Okay.
I
Sexy
really wanna
black
get to
mamas.
African.
Say the African American.
You can say black, purple, whatever. Just say,
Black. Women of color.
no.
I'm just kidding.
Don't do the women of color.
I knew you were going to say something. Okay. You
All
ready
right.
for me to say it?
Mhm.
Black women breastfeeding, changing the world one baby at a time. Okay, can I do my I'll do that. That's cool, I like that. But Ambi's doing a mom part though, isn't she? Is she doing like mom advice? Is that what Ambi's doing?
Do whatever you want to do.
Yeah, you can do it,
Cut
too.
it out. We don't.
No, you're gonna use what I put in there.
Well,
If you
So you got me up here.
you gonna use
You got
everything.
something, give it so we can get through and go home.
Okay. I can't say enough how important it is to be well supported. I can't say enough about how, okay, start over, Ryan. Get it together. Shake it off. I can't say enough how important it is. I can't say enough about Girls, be quiet. Don't put that on tape.
Hey, that's a good representation right there.
I can't say enough about how important it is for breastfeeding moms to be well supported. Can you keep that? I can't say enough because that's like a tongue twister. Okay. As a survivor of postpartum depression, I understand firsthand how important support really is. Breastfeeding mommies, promise me this. Anytime somebody offers you help, whether it's to change a diaper, to put clothes in the laundry, or even to clean your toilet, you'll always say yes. Studies show that when breastfeeding moms are well supported, they're less likely to be affected by postpartum depression. Is that cool?
Mm-hmm.
Was my face all crazy?
No, that was
Okay,
good.
that's it. Because that's one of my take-home messages for class too. Is that it? Am I good? What do you think, Miss Terry? You want me to say something else?
Whatever you want to do, babe.
Whatever you want to do. Do you think that was good for education or no?
Yeah, it's okay.
See,
You know, we
I don't
can
want to be okay. I want you to be like, that was great.
We can add words to it, baby. I just need body. Didn't you say we can add words to it if push comes to shove?
Like voices, like can you add voices into the?
Like a picture and a voice in the back? If it's something that we really wanted to.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, to the overall video, I wouldn't add words to what you're saying.
Mhm.
Yeah,
But if we need points to make
Yeah.
points, we can do that in the voiceover.
yeah. Like for instance, if it's something that we look at it and it says this doesn't have any educational purpose to it, then I can do a voiceover and put some stuff in there, pictures in there, and just
Talk about it.
still
I see what
pictures
you're
and
saying.
say la 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 la.
Okay.
You know.
Cause I mean, I don't know, it's kind of hard. The whole, I didn't know the whole video was only 3 to 4 minutes long.
Well, yeah, but it's still got to be substantive.
I know, but I'm just saying the things that I was thinking,
Okay.
Yeah. You
Could've
thought you was
gone
gonna
on
have
and
to
on. Yeah, educational wise. So, because I thought about, we didn't really talk about, which some stuff I don't think is important to talk about.
Like what?
I thought about like nutrition. Doss hit on nutrition of the breast milk, but we didn't talk about mom's nutrition or her diet. We didn't talk about like fore and hind milk. We didn't talk about length of feedings.
Well, that's pretty deep. That's a breastfeeding class.
That's what I was
Yeah.
thinking.
Because you can't really say that
You
without
totally
further
take a class.
explanation.
Right. Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
So then we should be straight.
I think.
Thank you. Praise the Lord.
I'm telling you, like I say, you did better than you think. I work with preachers a lot and doing stuff. I'm not talking about breastfeeding.
Right. Of course.
But they talk in front of people
All the time.
all the time, and they do the same exact thing.
Okay.
So don't.
Well,
yeah.
good. I was just looking at Miss Terry's face.
What do you want me? This is what I want to do.
Blinking.
I want to start out with this on, and then I'm going to take this off, and I'm going to throw this on.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Aren't you fancy pants? Let me watch her.
Since 7 years ago, beginning the coalition, we've obtained so many attributes throughout the city. Most valuable player in the breastfeeding world, doing the photography, production of the Ruth and Naomi project, being invited to go to Atlanta and be a part of the CDC and the summits that they had to prepare for our breastfeeding environment today, and also being a part of anything that has to do with breastfeeding in the state of Indiana. Breastfeeding, African American women breastfeeding, changing the world one baby at a time. For women who go into the hospital, they have very high expectations for breastfeeding. Most women want to breastfeed, but they never would have ever thought that sometimes it's not as easy as it sounds, only because they don't know what to expect. But when they take their breastfeeding classes and they know what to expect, then they're good to go. We've had hundreds of women over the years, educated them, and then they come back and help us to educate the next set. And that's what we need. Mother-to-mother support, peer-to-peer support, hospital support, government support. The whole community needs to hop right in and help with breastfeeding. Is that enough?
Oh my
That's- yeah,
gosh,
that's
you're
plenty.
such a great speaker. You
Oh.
need to teach me. I love you.
No, you just go to Toastmasters. They'll teach you.
Go to
You have
where?
to, Toastmasters, you have to talk for 45 minutes or 2 hours
What is
straight.
Toastmasters?
You never heard Toastmasters?
Uh-uh.
Okay. I'll tell you about it when we get to
Here, before you say anything else, so let me just get a shot of you just looking right into the camera. Okay.
Gosh,
Okay,
you're
let me
so
change.
awesome.
Let me get a shot of you like that as well.
Isn't she great? I mean, you didn't even stumble. What? You are so smart, Miss Terry. Teach me. That's
All right, we're rolling.
Yes, the Indiana Black Breastfeeding Coalition, a part of the state of Indiana, roving around trying to find women who honestly want to breastfeed. Some of the productions that we've made are to write pamphlets of education, to actively illustrate how to breastfeed. We have brochures, books, and then we get a lot of help from our friends, especially those in the CDC who have come up with promotional materials like It's Only Natural and the African American Breastfeeding Magazine. And we are happy to participate and partner with them to help get the message out. I need to stop for a minute. With people throughout the state, the Indiana Perinatal Network, the Indiana State Department of Health, Indiana Mother's Milk Bank, the Marion County Breastfeeding Coalition, and the Indiana State Breastfeeding Coalition. Working together with our partners, we've been able to go into hospitals, conferences, health fairs, and all over the state to send our word out. Most women are very excited to be able to work with the Indiana Black Breastfeeding Coalition. Most African American women in the state have not even seen a IBCLC who is black. When I began my voyage, there weren't any. And now we have at least 6 in the state. That's still not a very high number. And I have been talking to nurses, doctors, and healthcare providers to get a more positive reaction for lactation. And I believe that the word is catching on. So being able to do this video is very close to our hearts. And we hope to be able to share some information with you today that you can carry with you. In fact, it's free.
okay, Miss Terry.
African American women breastfeeding, changing the world, one baby at a time. Okay?
Miss Terry, say about how you helped other coalitions in the state start Black Coalition.
I can